Boom, guys, listen, we're back. And we just done a interval session this morning. It's 800 meters, so 2 laps around here. That's 800 meters. We did 6 laps. Decent intensity. I think the fastest lap was a 3:20 pace. It's not the fastest, but it's good. Good stuff. Getting back into the interval training, and it's gonna be good for football and everything, really. I really want to focus on getting better at maintaining a higher pace for longer. So yeah, I mean the 800 is not the longest intervals, but I just chose something and I stuck to that. So less thinking, more action, I guess. Also, when I'm doing my intervals, my watch is pretty outdated. I think this is a Garmin Fenix 3. I'm not sure. It's a bit outdated, and so when I run, right, my pace, it lags behind. So what happens? This is why you should get a good watch. But what happens is that I run up to a certain pace, and then it takes time for the watch to actually get up to that and show me that, okay, this is the pace. And so I push further in order to get up to pace, because I'm not sure, right? So I need to I need to be, over the line at least in terms of pace. So if I want to run, let's say I want to run 10 kilometers per hour, right? And so I push beyond 10 kilometers per hour, for example. And then what happens if you do that? You get like a accordion type pace where you push, and then the watch doesn't follow up, so you push way too, this target pace, we push too far, right? If you do that over a long period of time, is that you fatigue much more easily. A consistent pace is the key. And that's the thing. If you guys want to get into running and you want to really track the stuff, get a proper watch, okay? I should, ditch this thing and get something else. Something that's way more accurate and updates quicker. Now, what's very exciting, right, is that I've been starting to play a lot more football, right? I'll show that in another video, a bit of football practice, right? But a lot of people think maybe that since I am who I am, right, that I'm some slowpoke. So I did you guys a favor. Look at this. I have, since I knew we were going to do intervals, right, I brought my football shoes. So I'm going to show you guys my sprint speed, right? How I get up to pace. I'm like a freight train when I run around, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera on one side of the pitch, and then I'm going to start on the other side of the pitch. You're just going to time me. I'll put a timer in the video, and then we can see how fast I can cross the pitch. I think the pitch is 100 meters. You're going to lace these up. I don't think I'm that slow, at least. But you guys be the judge, all right? Boom! This is funny, because this is actually where I got my red card that I mentioned in episode 1 of this series. It was over here. That's the place, over there, right? So I ran from here, and then I ran all the way to where those kids are playing and pushed them in the back, right? So it was quite the sprint in order to, take revenge on him because he pushed first. Remember that. Very important detail right there. He should have gotten a red card too, but hey, he got an ambulance trip, unfortunately. All right, let's see. I don't know if you guys can even see me over there. I'm gonna be over there, right? You guys probably won't hear the start, but I'll edit it in, so yeah. Hopefully that looked good. I'm just doing one take of this.
It's too bad they don't have a telethon for fuckface-itis, huh? Oh, come on, I'm just kidding you. Come on, you're a good sport, come on.
I'm just doing one take. No double takes. You know what's interesting, right? When you're sprinting like that, is that you get a certain euphoria from running fast. And also, sprinting speed is apparently good for testosterone and growth hormone too, so I highly suggest that you guys do some sprints here and there. It doesn't have to be the longest. Getting up to a high pace, you just feel like a child again. It's nice. It's really nice, I used to do this on my way to work, actually, back in the military. So I'd sprint between lampposts on my way to the office in the morning, in the snow and everything. Maybe I'm, mental, but works for me, right? So it'll probably work for you too. All right, I got this football too. You guys want to see me balling? Look at this. So I talked a little bit about direct knee training, right? Training your knees, training the ligaments. And the example I always use to justify that and not justify it, right? But tell people essentially why it's so important is that, look at this, right? If you're doing any sort of sports, then what's going to happen is that you're going to end up in a situation at some point where you're there and you want to turn. And in that moment where you're putting pressure on it, you don't just have your body weight on it. You have your body weight times maybe 3 at some point, which is going on inside here. Because you're coming here full force, right? Bam. Like you have to be strong in these positions, right? Boom, and then sprinting away. So training the knee, like doing exercises where, for example, the knees are over the toes, stuff like that. Like I do lunges where instead of like going to the normal lunges, you can go like here and then you put in the pressure on the knee. So stuff like that, because we need to be strong in all positions, especially if we're doing this for performance, for sports, right? Eliminating the risk of injury. That's the goal, right? All right, plan for the day is we did this interval session now, which was good, you know, really, really nice. And we're gonna do a workout, most likely gonna be chest. We're gonna go home and eat now, and we haven't eaten yet. I just did this all fasted, just coffee and water, but we're gonna get some good food in, and then we have some stuff to do, and then we're gonna go to the gym later. So this is what we're looking like right now. There's not good lighting or anything. Boom. Decent, I guess. I haven't weighed myself today, so we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna pull out the weight, and we've already been training, right? We had a bit of water, so it's just gonna be like an approximate. Let's see. 95. So in terms of like progression, you don't look at day-to-day fluctuations, and this is the reason why. Because yesterday I had a fucking crazy sauna session, right? So I'm still probably a bit dehydrated. But I'll reiterate this point. So me stepping on the scale and going down, that's a really, really good point for you guys to learn, because when you're weighing yourself, looking at day-to-day fluctuations it's usually not a good idea, because you will get very stuck up in you can get very stuck up in always a bit down, always a bit up, and maybe you're starting to do adjustments to your diet. Look at weekly progression instead. Take the weight here, take the weight here. What does it look like? And you can note the weight down every single day too, but having checkpoints instead of just going day by day is much better. And this is one of the reasons why, because yesterday I was in the sauna for a long time, right? And so still a bit dehydrated from that, most likely. So you got to take into account all these different things, and looking at weekly is much better for that reason. I actually stopped eating like pork, or more or less, right? Because I'm still eating it. But so I was at this island in Thailand called Pig Island, right? Pig Island, right? It's outside of Koh Samui. We were there on like a yacht day, and we got to go to Pig Island. Pig Island, there's pigs on the island. Sounds really cool, right? And we go to the island. We took a small boat there from the main boat, and there's all these girls, white chicks, taking pictures of the pigs and all that. And there's like a bar, like an outside like restaurant type stuff with not very fancy, but there's pigs walking around, like fat fucking pigs. And you know what they do? They go around and shit all around the chairs and all this stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? How can people think that this is cute or something? Like, pigs are disgusting. Like, pigs are disgusting animals, right? They eat their own feces. Apparently they're really, cleanly too, but what the hell, right? I don't want to talk about this. We're gonna eat, but it is what it is, right? So that kind of, it's not like any religious reason that I try to, avoid pork. It's just that I looked at what the animals are doing, right? And I'm like, these animals are not clean. That's pretty much it, right? That's pretty much it. They just look disgusting. So I fucking, not that much appetite for pork. Bacon, however, has a close place in my heart. Sounds like some fat dude would say. Oh, I'm so good. I adore my bacon, but hey, it is what it is, right? Tastes good. Everything is better with bacon usually, but I mean, there's all these beef bacon alternatives nowadays, right? I've seen that in like Oman and Emirates and all these Muslim majority places. Beef bacon, yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so maybe you wouldn't believe it, but this meal right here is 2,000 calories. We have 1,906 calories. The macro so far is 96 grams of protein, 159 on carbs, and 92. And there's I have a lot of bread here, right? And that's only good because carbs for me is very difficult to get in. Fat is easy. Of course, protein is one thing, right? It's always going to be difficult, but carbs, getting a lot of carbs, especially with all the activity and workouts I'm doing, because it can be very filling, then this is a good meal right now. So getting a lot of the carbs in and boom. But I mean, it's good. I got these small pieces of bread, so like peanut butter jelly. It's gonna give us good fuel for the next workouts and lots of calories. All right, we're about to head to the gym. I actually had some more food after my initial meal there. My uncle is here for a weekend, so he made some food. So now though, we're gonna head to the gym, and I'm still really full, but you don't care. And you know what time it is, right? Creatine, all right? Creatine time, let's go. Boom, just like that, creatine done. All right, so this morning when I was heading to the interval session, before I did those, I was still feeling some soreness in my legs. And what I did, I have this cream, right? There's this oil too from Muay brand, M-U-Y-A, right? And they usually have or they originally started at least with like Muay Thai oil, which is this burning oil, which heats up the muscles. And before fights, you actually get massaged in with the oil, so you get nice and warm and limber for the fight itself. And so I use some of that to just loosen up some stuff. So if you guys have that available and it's sort of like heating agent like that, then if working out, even though you're a bit stiff, it's no problem. Okay, just heat those muscles up. I mean, it just takes way a bit of time from the actual warmth itself, which is why it's so nice. Right? So I use it for more than just Muay Thai. You can do it for football, whatever, right? It's really good stuff. So I did that, and it killed the interval session. Really good stuff. As far as plan for this session today in the gym, I'm going to keep it really efficient, because I don't want to be super late to the swimming that I want to do, right? So just going to keep it, super setting everything. Not too much exercises, different exercises, rather just put more sets in there. This is how you make it even more efficient, right? You can put more sets in there instead of different exercises. That way, because a lot of time waste is done when you're going from exercise to exercise, right? So if you want to be efficient, just do more sets on one exercise. Really crucial stuff if you're looking to save time. It's crazy how you get started, how fast the change actually happens, and that goes for anything you dedicate yourself to. When you have people who actually have done it, and I've done this myself. I have had a lot of mentors. The progress is just out of this world. My God. Well, there's this personal trainer, right, at the gym, and personal trainers in general, I've noticed, all they do is stand around and talk to their clients. They talk so freaking much, right? No wonder in-person PTs gets worse results than online, right? Because it's all talk. It's no action, right? I see them all the time. They're taking 5-minute rest periods. How do you expect to grow with 5-minute rest periods? What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Seriously, talking with your clients for that amount of time? What are you doing? Seriously, get a grip, PTs, in-person PTs. You can't be standing around talking. If you want serious results and you want to give your clients the best possible, experience, don't stand and talk around. When I train people in person, the timer is on. The timer, just like I use the timer for myself, the timer is on for everyone else, right? When the timer stops, we do our sets. I don't care who talking. If I'm talking, you talking, it's we're done. Now we're working. When that's done, we can resume talking, if anything, right? It's that simple, very simple. Gotta be disciplined with this stuff. And that's why I say this too. A lot of the transformation that we're doing, right? It's not just about the physique. It's about the discipline of when that timer goes off, our job starts, right? And when the timer ends, our job ends. Very simple, but it's such a lesson. And that's why I say you should timer all your sets. And you should work with me online instead of in-person PT. Check the link below to do that. God bless. God bless. It's the standard warm-up here on the roll machine, right? All right, so this cable is broken on this side, so I was gonna do the chest flies, right? But now I'm thinking I have a really good superset, right? Which is basically push-ups into chest fly with the dumbbells. It hits crazy, right? So we're gonna do that instead. All right, this overhead thing that I'm doing with the triceps, right? It's one of the best exercises I've ever tried. Like anything that can give you like a lot of load under like the full length of it, it's really good. When I'm doing them, right? I'll show you guys. I'm like, even down here, like I'm going all the way down. I'm not like stopping here or anything. I'm just letting the muscles hold the weight of them, hold the weight on the joints themselves, and it gives you such a good stretch. And then I'm going all the way from here, and there's up, so I'm not like half repping it. I'm doing the movement through the whole joint. Basically, you do this one first, and then we'll go over to the pull down extensions next. It's just a sick combo, like doing these after each other, not like a superset, but just I don't know why, it just works well. And when I'm doing this, my triceps should blow up. You definitely try those out. And I like these better than the skull crushers because the pressure with the cable is much better in the bottom position. So that's why I'm doing these. Just become a favorite of mine. Good for elbow joint probably too. You know, like we talked about with the knee extension, like putting pressure on it. Probably the same. Who knows, right? Even when I'm starting like new exercises, like right now, like I'm doing this. Even though my triceps are warm and whatever, I just do like I do a few reps at least, not even a set of just a movement with really low weights. And I do this for like every exercise. I do all throughout the gym. I do one first set for every exercise, and just to get used to the movement pattern. I do it down to like these, like which is an isolation movement. It's kind of like you're training in the movement pattern before you actually go in and putting on the weight. So now I know that, and I can put on the weights, right? Another trick you can use for this exercise is, when you're standing here and you're doing this, and you're not really getting a full extension, right? But just because it's kind of like, it's decent doing this too, but you want to really get that super squeeze, placing one foot in front of the other, and then tilting your body, but keeping your torso straight. It gives you a bit of room for the ropes to go down by your side, essentially. So it gives you a little bit more room to work with, right? So when you're down here, you can go boom, right? Instead of stopping here, and the hips limiting you, you can basically stand on the side, go boom, and your torso the same way, right? So it's not like you're turning your whole body and just doing some weird pseudo movement. That's something you can, test out at least. It's just preference, right? It's just preference. That's what it's all about, right? Except the preference for not working out. That doesn't fly, right? Everyone needs to work out. All right, so we're doing some abs now. I just did I don't know what they're called actually. Arnold did them. I don't know, it's Roman curls or whatever. And I'm training with a headset, right? I'm training with music, and it's nice and all, but I don't need to if I don't want to. But one of the reasons why I do training music is that when I play fucking TikTok music at the gym, like TikTok, like brain rock music, fucking, TikTok remixes and stuff, I'm not here to get brain rot, right? If I want to do that, I just doom scroll. So, I'd rather just train with a headset. I could listen to, it doesn't really matter what you listen to, as long as it's not gym music, right? And it's a big joke about it too. Maybe you've seen the memes about gym music, but my God, like, who puts together these playlists? Look what I found, huh? It's the biggest ab wheel in the world. They probably used this to make the pyramids back in Egypt, It's archaeological. I found an archaeological, finding here. This is how they built the Great Pyramid. Crazy, right? Look at this thing. What the flip, right? All right, time to do some ab rollouts. Let's go. It's interesting. People ask me all the time, like, how do you build abs and all that stuff? People are out here too, and they're thinking about, okay, how do I build abs? How do I get the six pack, right? And these are the same people who do like 3 sets of planks after a workout every now and then. It's like, you know the answer as well as I do, right? You're not training your muscles, right? If you want bigger biceps, you train bicep, right? If you want abs, you train your abs. And everyone says, oh, it's made in the kitchen. That's bullshit, right? If you don't have abs, you don't have abs. Well, that was a great video I saw. Actually, I think I made like a comment on it on IG or something. Like I remixed it. And what was it? Yeah, he was like, it was super shredded everywhere, but he had no abs, right? Because he doesn't train this shit. And if you don't train the abs, you're not gonna get the abs. It's very simple. And you know why people, you just see abs that are made in the kitchen? Because it's very easy. It's easy sounding, right? You need to diet. You don't need to train. Wow, you don't need to train, right? Yes, you do need to train. It's very simple. Go ahead and, be structured about it. Like, what are you doing? You know you can train. You train everything else. This shit boggles my mind. Like people, they know that, if I want nice biceps, I train biceps. If I want a nice chest, I train my chest. For some reason, everyone's like, I don't need to train my abs, and I want abs, right? What are you thinking about? Like, who makes this shit up? Probably the same people who do all the study shit. Yeah, these are the people, they're the same people talking about this fucking abs are made in the kitchen stuff. That's some study stuff, right? Of course you need to be lean. Everyone knows that. Get some muscle in there too. And it's a win-win getting muscle in there too, because you get more health, right? A lot of the health we find is in the core musculature, being able to lift stuff and all that stuff. Go ahead and train abs and be a bit more intentional about it. Train it like everything else. Right now, I did one exercise. Now I did that row. I'm going to do some leg raises now too. And my God, right? Anything else than just like 3 sets of planks after a workout. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, seriously, this is dumb shit. That's what it is. Planks aren't a bad exercise. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that you can do so much more. And it's like, yeah, you're not even tired in the muscles. Obviously anymore. Anyway, rant. Let's do some leg raises. All right, that was a nice workout. Pretty efficient there. Got to do the abs too. Good stuff. And I gotta say, it is nice, seeing the young guys and girls coming into the gym on a Saturday, regardless of the day, and just getting workouts in, right? You have friends, going in there and just using it more as a social club, right? While still working out, of course. It's nice to see. And we did the same back when I was young. We went to the gym, even though I wasn't even training things, anything at all. We would talk, and it's like, yeah, I'm in the gym, okay? Well, I'll just show up, and you sit there, and you hang out and talk while the other guy deadlifted, and just chat shit. It was fun, It's nice, I miss those days a bit. It's cool, It's good, nice looking back at. Very nice. If you're watching this and you're someone who does that, or getting into the gym with friends on Saturday, cherish those moments, just enjoy it. And train hard, of course. And it's much better that you're in the gym on a Saturday than you're out partying, right? Stay away from that fucking bullshit, right? I almost went ballistic there, right? I'm gonna try and contain myself. My God, this party culture is so fucking retarded. My God, all this party stuff, yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck the party stuff, honestly, like. I think seriously, like, I can probably attribute a lot of, my physical ability, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the lessons I've learned. I'm very grateful that I wasn't, a big part of that, environment. Because, I was just inside and, I didn't really socialize with people at that time. I was just really sad at that point, when I was a teenager, right? So I didn't really hang out with anyone. And thank God for that, I guess. Thank God for that. Because I don't know, like, if you get introduced into this, like, okay, every single person almost that I know, almost every single person I know who was like a part of the whole drinking, the people that started drinking and partying early, like, they got nothing going for them, okay? They got nothing going for them, right? And it's like, no offense, right? It's no offense to, like, if they're happy with what they're doing, then good for them, right? But it's like, it's such a fucking waste of time. You can be doing so much more. You can build yourself physically. You can, learn so many lessons. You can, and you know what? I'll say this too, right? It's funny because I haven't never really made a video on alcohol, but I really hate the thing. Like I seriously hate it. It's insane that people are still out here drinking alcohol. It's insane. Like it's freaking crazy. Because alcohol, you know what it does? It makes you socially retarded. Because every single time you go out to hang out with someone, you have to have something in your hand. You have to, take into something that, to drink, right? I swear to God, some of the people that drink the most, if I talk to them, I can just tell that they're socially, handicapped. Like you're handicapping yourself, not just giving yourself brain damage because of the shit, right? But you're just socially retarded. You don't know how to speak to people. You can't pick up subtle cues from people, and it's gonna hurt you long term. So you stay away from that shit. Get in the gym instead. Get your friend and just hang out. You don't even need to know what you're doing, right? If you don't know, if you're completely unfamiliar with the gym, you don't know what you're doing, get a friend, go in there, and just chat shit while you're just testing out random stuff. All right, and don't be, embarrassing at all. You know what's fucking embarrassing? Going out there and drinking, getting drunk. That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. And I can actually say that because I actually did that. I've drank 3 times in my life, and I'm 20. Am I 27? I'm 27, right? Yeah. Three times I've drank, and all 3 out of peer pressure. All three out of peer pressure. Imagine, huh? Notorious Nico succumbing to peer pressure. Different times, I guess. Different times, different contexts. But, that's the truth. I'm not here to try and hide anything. So, I'm here to share valuable lessons. And a valuable lesson is that. Stay away from that shit. It's fucking crazy, right? People out here drinking that shit. My God. So much more you can do with your time than that shit. Insane. So I was going to go swimming today as well, right? That was kind of part of my plan to get the 3rd workout in. I didn't know this, and this was what happened in the last video too. I thought I didn't have time, right? Because I thought this pool closes at 9 in the evening. What happened was that it actually is closed. It closes at 6 on Saturday. I just checked it out, right? So I was sitting there, ready to go swimming, and it's already closed. So last time, it's not that we didn't have enough time, it was just that the pool was closed, I just didn't know. So the pool's closed again today, and so we're gonna do what we did last time again, which is church and pool tomorrow. And what's funny is that last time when we did that, it was a really, really good swim session. Really good. Like a seriously good swim session, maybe it's the blessings that helps it, who knows, right? But, it was good, really good session. So gonna do that tomorrow as well. Church and swim combo. What better way to start your Sunday, right? So looking forward to that. Goal for the evening now is just to get the rest of the calories in, honestly. All right, back home from the gym, and we're going to have another meal after this. But so we store this in a plastic thing, but I don't want to reheat. I've gotten influenced, by Instagram, by microplastics, okay? So I don't want to reheat it inside this plastic thing, so I put it in this casserole instead. So we're gonna heat that up again, got some rice with that, chicken rice, and we're gonna add the macros into the calculator, and 1 more meal after this, and we should be good for a day in terms of calories. Yummy chicken rice right here. And you're probably wondering, like, why you want workouts like almost the same, right? Because we basically train the same thing as the last episode, right? And the thing about like changing your workouts and stuff, you don't need to do that. If you're training for muscle mass, you don't need to change your workout. Like what Arnold said, and Arnold's a smart dude, but you don't, like shocking the muscle, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like you need to change up your workout routine every single time. And another reason why you shouldn't do that, because it's way more efficient to just go in there and do exercise that you know, that you love to do, right? So you're having a good time, you're way more efficient, right? Which keeps you more consistent, essentially. When people come to work with me, I don't switch up my training like, oh, 1 week we're going to do this, 1 week we're going to do that. No. When you work with me, we're doing the same thing for 12 weeks, right? And then we'll make tweaks based on that. And it's very simple because it works. And if it works, why fix it? It doesn't need to be fixed. So if you have something that works already, don't fix that stuff. It's all custom, of course. Those who work with me, of course. But when it comes to like strength training and, getting stronger, like aside from muscle mass and all that, and you already know what I think about running and how to progress with running, right? That's a lot of the same stuff, just sticking with it. I'll put the annotation for a video here or here. I don't know where it pops up, but that we did really well. People got a lot of good comments on that. Thank you. Go watch that. But like for other stuff, other than muscle mass, yeah, we might need to change it up every now and then, right? But for muscle building, you can do the same exercise that you like, and that's the beauty of it. Suddenly you find like this exercise you like that more, and another time you like another exercise, right? Sometimes you just get into a phase of like you love doing cable flies. Hey, go for it. Keep doing the cable flies. Do as many cable flies as you can, and then you do another exercise, and you start doing that more, and you just stick with it. Okay, that's the most important thing. So the end answer is essentially like, what's the best exercise? The best exercise is the one you like to do. It's the exercise that makes you consistent with the gym. It's the exercise that when you go in there, that I actually want to do. Because if not, then we're just going to end up with another chore that we're not going to end up doing and sticking with, right? So keep that in mind when building muscle or training in general, I guess. All right, final meal is going to be, we have some heavy cream here. We have cottage cheese, bananas. We're going to get the last of our protein in with this meal, last of the calories, and we're going to finish the day strong, all right? All right, so this heavy whipping cream right here, this is so dense, right? In terms of calories, this is why I say this is like the best bulking thing you can use. Use it with caution though. I'm just gonna measure this up and I'm gonna tell you how much calories this is. Right, see that? That's 2 deciliters, 200 grams. That right there is over 700 calories in this thing. 700. And right here we have some vanilla yogurt. I put in the cottage cheese. Makes it taste basically like yogurt, but has, added protein. This is the worst part. Heavy cream. All right, let's go. Put the mic here. This shit is so bad. My God, you gotta be quick with it. That and the eggs, you gotta be quick with it. I hope you guys enjoyed. More to come, okay? Next video, next week, all right? And we're cruising towards 100 kilograms, just like it's supposed to be. All right? Take care, thank you for watching, and God bless. Boom!